This is the best 1x3 core in the entire game, and it's going to be super nice and super easy. We'll show you how to do it. That twig jump up is not necessary. We have a 1x1 without a door with a half wall right there that does give stability to this, which is not connected to this at all as far as plane is concerned, and gives us both of these bunker floors, but everything is connected back on the upkeep with that micro bear rug stack or just a macro stack. And again, it's going to be super nice and super easy. Can you think of a better 1x3 core than this? Probably not. Look how much storage we can get in here. You can't put the TC in this square with the bunker seal, which is probably what I would do right here. And then you can actually have a lot more storage if you put a TC and then a sleeping bag here, and then you can have a shelf rather than a full bed. But you can do whatever you want as long as you can crawl out of there, seal this up, and because of the height difference with just the barrels and the floors right there, it's going to be really easy to jump up there and seal that. And you can have this as just a full loot room with probably like 8 or 9 barrels or something. That's probably something very nice that we will do in something like that. I literally just made that. There was no base tour. It's not in the thumbnail. I just sneezed that one out, and it's going to be super nice and super easy. We'll show you how to do it. You can do it without a bear rug or with the bear rug. Micro stack. And it's going to be the best 1x3 core. We will go ahead and do the other cores in the next videos. Alright, it's super easy to build. Again, you can start with the regular starter base because this is going to get a bit rough considering how we do have to do it at the start. But it's just going to be a nice bear stack. We'll do it with and without a bear rug. So if you do have a bear rug, that's going to be very nice and very Willjum-like. And you're just going to crouch not on the bear rug or right on the bear rug. It's going to be easier to not guess and just crouch on the bear rug first and then crouch off of it. And then just make sure those walls are blue before you do anything. And if you don't have a bear rug, it's not going to be as exact, but you're just going to make sure that this foundation is where you want it. And make sure you're not moving at all like this. And then the moment you go up twice, you're just going to go up twice while you're full crouch like that. 1, 2. And then back it up all the way over here. You will be on the edge of the 2x1, and then you can get the same exact micro bear stack. And we can go ahead and do the bear rug one just because it's nice, easy, and exact. This one is doable like that, but again, not that nice and not that easy. We'll go ahead and find our low triangle, which is the one we didn't have the bear rug on. And then we'll build off the high triangle. And we'll build off a 3x1 out like this and over to create our 1x3. And then you'll have to shoot all of that out, or at least the first one. And then on that first one, this is the one with the half wall with the bunker seal. And you can do a double half wall like this. And again, we will put our TC in this one, just so be a bit more realistic. We'll go ahead and upgrade everything here and break that low one. Then upgrade our tall foundation here. And then we'll go ahead and upgrade everything here. Put a frame up here. And then this way we can put some shelves and some barrels. Just like that. And then you can connect the frame from your TC half wall like this. Upgrade it. And then the frame from the other one like this. And then there should be a spot here to upgrade it. Then you want to build off your full wall side. It is your high foundation side. And cover the foundations here. And you can save on upkeep by doing a full wall here, but we will do just the half wall stack with a square frame, making sure to come off of these side half walls. You don't need to do that, but it's also, again, really good to help against anybody who doesn't know how to seal it. And now we can go ahead and put our barrels down here. Barrels. And then we can seal this up like this. And that like that. Now when we come down in here and break this, we have both of them nice and sealed, and we can just seal this one and then go about our day. And now that's it. And now we can go ahead and do a nice little expansion. And on one side here, we will have full connection. So we're just going to connect everything here. That way we can get just like full usage out of it, and like jump ups or peaks or anything. We're just going to spam triangle on the full connection side, whichever should be on the high side. And on the low side back here, we will just upgrade the triangle in the rear with the 2 twig squares. We'll upgrade this triangle right here to the soft side for like this. Now at this point, we're just going to honeycomb everything, a full wall. Every single side, we're just going to get a full wall of honeycomb. And then at this point, you can still upgrade everything from the inside. All of these are full walls, and this is your bunker seal. And then you may run into some issues here with the floor stability, depending on if it's trying to snap on stuff. But just snap on it like on the outside walls, and it should work. And then we're just going to do a full wall on each side here, and again, you can seal your bunker if you're getting placement issues. This, and you may need to stand from the outside or the inside, depending on how you have it. And we do want to floor at half height here, which is going to be a little bit tricky, so we will put the garage door frames and just seal this up with a frame up here like this. And then we should be able to put a floor from the outside on either side like this. And it looks like that was not the one, so it's from this side. Okay, that's what it is. Place the floor on the rear and not run into any issues. And then you can just put a high ramp like there. And then you can do a full honeycomb floor again right here. And at this point, you can do one side. I like to do reverse sides. One side honeycomb, I have that on the left there, and we'll do the same on the left here, just so it's opposite sides. And you can full honeycomb one side. And then if anything, you could HQM these front door sides. And then we'll have a jump up on the other side. And seal that up. Then hop up here, same thing. And then we want a little bedroom action right here. A turret into the core, and maybe some like lockers right here. Like that, and then we could plop 2 beds right here. Solar duo turrets, lockers, peaks for the bedroom above. Seal this up. We can do one floor style like this. Now we can go ahead and make a nice little shooting floor. We're going to do external TCs a bit more. Again, it's just the core. You can do whatever style expansion you want. We will have those. And then we will go ahead and put these just as like decoys on the same thing for sheet metal like this, just to fill out our pattern. And then that way we can go ahead and do frames all the way up like this. And then these don't need to be metal, they can be stone on the sheet metal foundation. And that way we can do 4 of these peaks here. Seem a little rudimentary, but they are really good on-demand peaks. And then we can have another peak right here. This. And you can do a frame in the center here. Single door here, one of these styles. Jump ups like this. And then now we can do a nice flat style shooting floor of choice with the airlock right here. So let's go ahead and do 3 triangles on each side with windows like this, double door in the center, just for a really nice sturdy entrance airlock. And then we can go ahead and span 3 frames up here, and we'll repeat that on both sides. And then now you can do a full floor like this if we unskin or sheet metal. It would work. And then reskin, which I'll just go. That would work if I did it to unskin stone. Doesn't matter. I just did it to unskin sheet metal. And then you can just do a floor like this, or you can obviously do the 3 half walls, triangle roof one. You can just do the same thing again on here. You can upgrade that to sheet, or again unskin stone. And again, if it's not working for you, just sheet unskin stone. Doesn't matter, just needs to not be a skin. And we can just do one like this, or you can do triangle roof ones. And we do have the thing right here, so you can do a unskinned stone roof. You can do an unskinned stone roof for that invisible peak that happens above a triangle roof. And now you can hold it right there and beam them right there. Very nice stuff. And then you can just do standard peaks like this, just for a really, really lightweight base. And then you can double up here for turret pads, just like this. 2 stories up, floor, frame, half walls all around. And now when you place your turret on the edge right there, it's got a nice downward angle everywhere in your peaks, and you have a nice little mini shooting floor. And then you can go ahead and upgrade the floors here. Just a nice 2-layer, upgrade that just so it's easier to see through, not unskin stone. Upgrade the frames. You know, the thing that looks best is metal frames and Brutalist. Just looks so great. And then you can just upgrade all of the floors there. Anything that's a triangle floor. Upgrade those, upgrade those. I didn't upgrade anything here. You can upgrade the entire bunker. Break that bunker. Do everything from the inside, no need. And that doesn't need to be technically HQM. And then seal the bunker. Hop over here, all of this again, this disappearing loot room. Upgrade it right here. And we already had upgraded that one to HQM from this side. And then you just seal that one up, and now you have your disappearing loot room right there on the bottom. And then you can put some boxes there. They might think it's something, but they might just think it's part of the bunker right here. But if they do blow the bunker, it does drop. Keep that in mind and don't store anything there overnight. And then again, sheet metal those for better angles. Sheet metal this on the wall behind the turret first to hold those turrets up. And then you can plop turrets right there. Upgrade this right here. And yeah, really nice, really easy, full little 1x3, easiest, best 1x3. Very nice and very easy.